Welcome back to Navigating Your Corporate Career, Part 3 for Senior Executives, Session 3. Now let's look at the presentation. I am Christopher Lewis, and to learn more about me, I can refer you to my LinkedIn page, www.linkedin.com/in/Chris Lewis TT. To start off this session, we're looking at the whole question of team building. No one is an island. You need allies to do your job effectively. These allies would be internal in terms of building an internal network as well as external. So this is an important part of the job. Effective teamwork often means letting go and allowing others to shine. Even if it's a situation where you think you could do a better job or a faster job, it is best often to let others do it, let them learn, let them succeed, let them shine, and take pride in their achievements. Teams work best having received clear deliverable goals with regular communication, updating, and deadlines. Documentation and reporting, of course, are important elements as they leave a shared record for future review and discussion. Effective management is often about management through other people. The whole notion of doing everything yourself if you want to do it properly and so that is old school thinking that needs to be banished in 2022. What works is managing through other people, empowering other people to take the lead, to take charge, to help carry the burden that has to be carried in order to achieve targets and meet deadlines. Finally, I'll end this section by saying it is a sign of inner weakness if you have to rely on fear, authority, and power to achieve your objectives. You are the head coach. Your job is to build a winning team, to guide, to persuade, motivate, empathize, sometimes address personal issues staff may face, be their personal coach, to explain the game plays and each person's role in that game, whatever it may be, to promote cohesion and address dissension or disunity once it arises. Don't let problems fester. Information and communication. Sometimes we think that we need to get 100% of the information in order to make a move, but 90% works most times. Unless, of course, you are in a mission critical industry such as NASA. Some corporate decisions are often made with imperfect information without catastrophic consequences. We often strive for perfection in all that we do, which is admirable, but in the real corporate world, decisions often have to be made on less than perfect information. The trick is to get essential data as much as you can, do the analysis, and follow your judgment based on the information that you have. It sometimes could be more costly to wait for 100% of the data rather than to act in a timely manner in the best interest of the organization based on the data that you have at hand. Beware of what I call meeting situs. Sometimes senior executives suffer from meeting situs, a condition which is characterized by the need to meet too often and for too long. For example, twice a week with the same people, and the meetings last over 4 hours. This is totally unnecessary in my opinion. For some managers, I have found over the years that a meeting is a symbol of power over others, covered by what I call a fig leaf for communication and consultation. So you pretend to be communicating and consulting. What you are really doing is visibly exercising power over others. That is rubbish. So be aware of meeting situs and try to avoid it as best as you can. Instead, I suggest you rely on text messaging, phone calls, where you can, in-person discussions. What I like to emphasize, non-confrontational emails, and where absolutely necessary, a 1-hour meeting should suffice in person or by video with whoever needs to be in that meeting. People shouldn't be in the meeting for the sake of being there. They should really be able to add value. Nothing beats the old-fashioned way of getting out your desk, walking down the corridor, and talking to somebody. I would like to close this session with the question of master reporting. Be succinct, graphic, and stick to the facts. Gone are the days where a report meant something that is 100 pages long, that someone had to read through over the long weekend in order to understand what is going on. Use the graphs, use the data, use the stats as best as you can. There are so many reporting tools that are available now. Research them and use what suits you or your organization best. What is not measured, of course, cannot be reported on consistently. So check your variables and assumptions and make sure you're measuring and capturing the data that you need to capture. Test, cross-reference your reports to ensure internal consistency and accuracy. Relevance and impact are key factors, as well as statutory regulations may dictate what type of reports are required from time to time. So this concludes part 3, and I invite you to check out the Lessons Forward video for the conclusion of this entire series. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I thank you for viewing.